In this video, we'll continue tweaking the master page, and things I want to do here are remove the underline from the login, and I also want to change the colors on the menu. I really want to get rid of this background blue, darker blue, on the selected part of the menu, and then I want to make these easier to read. So I think what we'll do is make the normal text color black, and then gray as we hover, and then we'll pick a color for the selected menu item. So let's get on this. So the first thing we'll do to remove the underline is go back to the master page, and that link is inside this login holder div. So we'll do oops, hang on. What we'll do is come down here and say copy this, and then say for any A's inside the login holder, and let me just pretty this up. Any A's inside the login holder, what we want to do is set the text decoration to none, and that will remove the underline. The other thing I want to do is make that text font size a little smaller, so I'm going to come up here in the login holder and set the font size to 0.8 em. And let's check this out and see how this looks. Okay, so remove the underline, but you notice now we want to still move it over a little bit more since we did the 0.8 em. So I'm going to increase the right padding on this up to 18 pixels. Let's try this. Okay, so that scoots over. Visually, that looks better. Okay, so now let's come down here to the menu, and we'll actually do this down here in the menu. I'm going to remove the background color on the selected style, so that way it'll always be the same color. And then I want to change the text. So on our static menu style, rather than being white, I want this to be black. And on the selected item, rather than being gray, we'll change this to blue. And then on the hover, we'll change that to gray. So let's check this out, see how this looks. Okay, so here's our menu. See how these are easier to read? I still don't like that gray when we hover over. It's hard to read that gray. So let's go change that. But I do like the blue of the one that's selected. So let's change this. Maybe when we hover over it, let's change the background color to something darker. And let's see, let's go here to Photoshop and get this dark blue. Which is this one, 03366. So we'll set it on the hover style to 03366, and we'll change the foreground color to white. So let's save this and take a look. Okay, so now when we hover over, yeah, that looks better. You notice I'm still not matching this color though. I've somehow mismatched that. Okay, but close enough. I think that's looking pretty good. Or you know what, let's actually go make this work too. So rather than just looking around here, and that would be on our body, I'm sorry, on our main wrapper, that same background color. So it's this one. And we'll paste that down back in here in the menu on the static hover style. And there we go. So now when I hover over, it kind of blends in. You know what? I like the other one better. So I'm going to change it back. And leave it there. Okay, so that's the end of this one.